It's Friday evening and we are going to be doing a weekend of fell bagging.
Woo!
A couple weeks ago we was in the Lake District camping on home fell and we watched the BBC Wainwright documentary.
We decided to buy the book and start fell bagging ourselves.
So this is weekend one, starting with book one, the Eastern Fells.
We just parked at Patterdale School that offers parking on weekends as long as you leave a donation.
It is limited though, with only space for 4 to 6 cars.
But somehow we always manage to find a parking space, especially in the evenings.
And we're currently heading to the Birks where we're hoping to camp shortly after.
Purchasing the full Alfred Wainwright book set and bagging all 216 of the fells is something me and Malik have always dreamed of doing. Every time we're in the Lake District, we can't help but point out every scenic park up as we pass and say the same thing.
That would be a beautiful spot to spend the night.
Then comes the daydream, an imaginary itinerary of side quests. Start the morning climbing the tallest peak nearby, spend hours on trail, then cool off in the nearest stream or lake. Finally, head back to our self-converted camper van, throw on a hot meal, and unwind. The only thing missing right now is the van.
The truth is, the van has been missing from our lives for a good few years now, and while it might not happen for a while, it's still our dream to one day have our own van and explore as much of this beautiful country as we can, and we're working toward it. But that one night in the tent on Homefell, after learning about Wainwright's life and his unwavering dedication to guiding lovers of the Lakeland Fells, made us stop and think. Do we really need a van to bag all 216 fells? Sure, it would be nice. It would be a lot more easier, and with the amount of mileage we'd be racking up getting to the lakes every other weekend, it would probably be a hell of a lot cheaper too. But maybe the journey doesn't have to start with a van. Maybe it just starts with a map, our trail runners, and a bit of stubborn determination.
Which we've already got, especially you, Malik, with the last one. We're already spending nearly every free weekend camping anyway, so why not bring the Wainwrights into that? We'll drive up on Fridays, and if we can get out of work early, we'll squeeze in a fell or two before pitching the tent. Then hit as many as we can on Saturday, find a scenic place to sleep, and wake up on Sunday to bag another 1 or 2 on the way back to the car. We'll just keep going, weekend by weekend, until we've climbed all 216.
So I literally pinned all of the 35 peaks from book one onto the map, and then I used a navigation app to make a path from each of the peaks. We trekked maybe half a kilometre downhill in the opposite direction to try and get a nice scenic spot overlooking Ullswater. This is exactly where we planned on pitching our tent. Overlooking Ullswater, we had the sunset on one side, hoping to wake up with the nice sunrise on the other side.
What the frick is that?
Egg.
Oh no.
But what important, crucial bit of camping equipment did we forget, Katrina?
The tent stakes.
The tent stakes, yeah. So where does that leave us?
With a punishment of cowboy camping for the first time ever.
Yeah. We did retreat a bit more further uphill and got a bit of this hill to protect us from the wind, and this rock we're just going to set up just on the other side of the rock. But because we are literally just cowboy camping, we've got nothing to hold our equipment down, so we're going to pack up and roll straight into bed, but not yet, right after dinner. And to make matters worse, what else did we forget, Katrina?
Oh, lunch, yeah.
Yeah, we forgot lunch for both days. And to make matters even worse, what just happened to us? Well, you just then, Katrina, what accident did you have with your bag?
Oh, my egg cracked. One of the eggs cracked.
Yeah, one of the eggs cracked.
Yeah.
So,
Got a bit of an eggy bag now.
yeah, I mean, any one of these would probably be a good reason to return back to the car. We at least are outside in the wild, I suppose. Will we be doing this for the second night? We'll review where we're at in the morning and see how good of a night's sleep we got here, because the plan was to be hiking in the mountains for the next couple of days. We got everything, well, nearly everything apart from 10-12 stakes to do so. So we'll see where this how this situation affects our plans.
Luckily there was a bit of phone signal here which allowed me to continue my Duolingo streak. We have got
Wagyu beef burgers. Nice. Okay, I didn't even know that's what we got. Katrina. Okay, that's a little lucky dip.
Crispy. After dinner, we use our tent as a ground sheet, pump up our pad and wrap the duvet around it, clipping it underneath to keep everything snug and block out any drafts. From the comfort of our bed, we lay back and stare up at a sky full of stars. The Big Dipper is right above our heads. It's meant to be bedtime, but with a view like that, sleep feels like the last thing on our minds.
Good morning, Saturday morning, and we just survived the night cowboy camping. How was your experience, Kat? You weren't looking forward to it too much?
No, but it was absolutely amazing. It was really nice and warm, surprisingly. And being able to fall asleep looking at the stars, incredible.
It was. Our plan was to wake up for sunrise. So we set an alarm for 5:04, which went off. We peeked our heads outside our duvet, and what did we see, Kat?
Just loads of cloud and mist, so
Great
not much
cloud and
sunrise.
mist. Luckily it weren't wet, so we continued on sleeping. I set another alarm for 10 minutes, woke up, didn't improve. Next alarm went off at 6, and I'll be honest, I don't even remember that going off. We actually woke up at, I think what's the time right now, 10 to 9. So yeah, a bit of a lay-in.
Our portable charger has decided to not work anymore. It's on 100%. It's managed to get Malik's phone to 34%. But I've got no battery, so we're on 34% battery, and that's it really.
Only on one phone, and we've got 2 more days out here, so yeah, it's really not going to plan, but we've only got ourselves to blame. It's our own fault for not double checking these things, but we're not going to let that stop us for now. We're going to keep on pushing, trying to get some more fells. We just done Birks back there, and we're now heading up here.
Before reaching the summit of St. Sunday Crag, we take advantage of the clear skies and stop to eat breakfast. Eggs sizzling in the pan, strips of turkey bacon and thick slices of sourdough bread, all enjoyed with an uninterrupted view over Earlswater. It's peaceful, quiet, we haven't seen a single soul all morning. Eventually, the first people we've encountered all morning pass by, telling us they're on the hunt for Priest's Cave, a hidden spot Katrina and I have long talked about camping in, though we had no idea it was in this area. Energised off the food and the view, we pack up and continue on, ticking off St. Sunday Crag, then Fairfield, and finally Great Rigg, one fell at a time.
Most of the people we speak to at the top are doing the classic horseshoe route, a well-trodden loop that follows the ridgeline with just one big push to the summit and a single long descent to finish. Efficient, scenic and popular for a good reason. But our route is far less straightforward. Because of where we parked and our mission to bag every surrounding fell, we found ourselves climbing up and down repeatedly, tracing our own winding path across the landscape. Every now and then, we pause, pull out the green book and check if Wainwright has any wisdom to share about the next summit we were aiming for.
We're 11 kilometers into our hike. It's 11:45 on Saturday morning, and we're just heading to Arthur's Stone, which annoyingly, all the way down here, and we've got to go right back up on ourselves. I can't even see it. But the next one we're heading to is somewhere along that ridgeline.
So far we've done the Birks, Fairfield, St. Sunday Crag, Great Rigg, and now we're heading to Stone Arthur.
And after that it will be Heron Pike, somewhere up on there. So far weather's been amazing. We haven't had any rain scheduled, and I hope not, because we don't have the kit for it. I've left my raincoat at home as well as loads of other spare clothes, but there's no clouds in the sky so far. Been quite lucky. Hopefully tonight we can get a decent spot protected from the wind like we did last night. We started this hike with approximately 1.5 litres of water between us. Majority of the time we're in the Lake District, streams are plentiful. So as we said, we was all the way up there, and the next one we had to get was Arthur's Stone, which is a bit of a decline, And my map said we could follow the path all the way up and then come back on ourselves when really we needed to go more up, like say this way. So we took a bit of a shortcut. Why did you take a shortcut, Kat?
To get some water.
To get some water, and as well as it being a shortcut, of course. But yeah, it's quite dry. Depends on which direction. No, we're going fucking. We're going straight up there, which looks quite close to a wall, like straight up.
Oh, we're halfway there. Oh.
Yeah, well, halfway making our own way up this hill. It's very steep, it's stretching our ankle in all sorts of positions, but it was worth it, I suppose. At least we had the the potential of getting water, and it is a shortcut in the sense of kilometres, probably not a shortcut in the sense of time or energy, because yeah, but I never really learned this lesson. I always make this mistake, but there was water, there was a chance of water, and yeah, an adventure. And yeah, with views like this, can't complain. Believe that's grass we're down there.
Yeah, apparently so.
If only we could.
We'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah, get a drone drop off some gingerbread and some Kendall mint cake.
That should be a thing. Come on, with technology so advanced nowadays, why is that not a thing?
Yeah. God damn, if only.
And water.
Oh yeah, and water, yeah. Why would I not say water? Yeah, water.
Priorities. Gingerbread is priority.
Yeah, gingerbread and Kendall mint cake. Alright.
Alright, come on.
Let's get to Heron Pike. We made it.
Yeah. That was a scenic route indeed.
Oh,
and to be fair, I feel like we were faster than we would have been if we were doing the normal route.
For sure. There's how much water we got left. Not much at all, but we definitely need some after that incline. Hopefully we come across some water. We do have a litre of isotonic drinks, which is good. It will definitely rehydrate us. So there is that as plan B.
That is like what we're drinking at the very end. You know, to treat ourselves and to replenish. But yeah, small sips of water throughout.
Yeah, all the cows, all the sheep are looking at us like, what are these guys doing? But we done it.
We continue south along the eastern edge of the horseshoe, ticking off Heron Pike and Nab Scar as we go. The terrain is steady and the views just keep getting better. Finally, we've made our way into Rydal, where we've stopped to refill our water bottles and grabbed a quick snack to keep us going. From here, we followed a peaceful riverside path where the sound of waterfalls echoed through the trees, a gentle climb leading us toward the next ascent.
Okay, so we just came down the decline. It was up on that ridge, all up there. Came down into Rydal and we needed to go to the toilet, and obviously we needed water. Found a nice little tea room. Can you remember what it's called?
Literally, Rydal Hall. It seems to be a hotel campsite. They've got the little tea shop and a few other amenities. But yeah, it's just called Rydal Hall Tea Shop.
That's
They've got nice little gardens as well, which we walked through.
Yeah.
Lovely, and we found a waterfall, so.
Yeah, literally leaving the tea room, heading out to the next fell, and yeah, there's about 3 or 4 waterfalls, and there's a few ladies hopping from waterfall to waterfall in the water, so that'd be quite fun. We were sort of daydreaming about how we wanted to dip in there, but we got fails to bag. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. So yeah, we're topped up on water luckily, and right after topping up, obviously we was walking right next to a river, so there's that opportunity there as well. But yeah, we're gonna get to bagging and hopefully find a nice windproof spot for the night. Just resting up here. We've done the steepest incline there is of this whole trip. It's just ups and downs at this level now until we decline to go back to the car. We've done low pike, high pike, and we've got a Dove Crag. I don't know if we'd be able to detour and try and find the cave or not. probably be too impossible to try to find ourselves without any point of reference. But one day we'll be camping in the cave there. We're going to be going back to Red Screes. We camped on Red Screes on Valentine's Day when it was icy. So it'll be good to see what it's like in this type of weather. And when we was there last, there was a stone shelter. That'd be perfect for a cowboy camp. So hopefully it's big enough for our double pad. But if not, there'll be plenty of spaces we'll be able to find. Just snacking on our corn.
Leaving the horseshoe behind, we began our descent toward Red Screes, easily the toughest section of the hike. There was no clear path, just overgrown grass and uneven ground. Every step had to be carefully chosen to avoid hidden bogs or sudden depths. And once we made it down, we had to climb straight back up again, still with no obvious trail to follow. Just a slow, steady push to the summit through the wild terrain.
Okay, so we found our spot. We're at the top of Red Screes. Just as I remembered, there is this perfect stone circle, so we are protected from wind at full 365-degree angles, which is perfect. We're speaking with a little dog walker, and he actually said, well, you can just use rocks instead of tent pegs. Very true, very true. Wasn't an option last night, however, rocks are abundant up here. But what are we fancying, Kat?
Just to cowboy camp it again and just look at the stars and just enjoy it, because it wasn't even cold last night, I'm not gonna lie, so
no, it's true.
May as well.
It's true. The wind is very fierce though. If we was out up in the wind, it would be a bit awful. And not only that though, if we was in a tent, we would probably be suffering quite a bit because of the noise. Yeah. So this could actually be an advantage. But it's actually crazy just being up here. How many folders do we do? I think we're on the 11th.
11,
no,
yeah.
We're on the 11th, but we have already done this one already. So we're 10 new ones. We're on the 11th, and I think tomorrow we've got about 6 more. All in all, tomorrow we've got about 11, maybe 16k left. 16 to 17k, so hoping to wake up earlier tomorrow, a lot more earlier than today. Hopefully catch sunrise, because up here it's gonna be looking yeah, and then continue hiking. There is, I think it's called Middle Dodd, which is, I don't know, maybe a kilometre total, and our route is going to Middle Dodd and going back up to Red Screes and then heading over to this way. So we're actually gonna eat dinner now, cook dinner, eat dinner, and then head over to Middle Dodd before setting up our sleep for the night. What are you looking at?
To see if it says on Red Screes how far Middle Dodd is.
Yeah, obviously our phones, mine's on like 2%, and Katrina's has been dead the whole day, so I haven't really been able to get as much shots as we hoped for, just having to rely on this action camera here. But because we're preserving battery, we've literally been reading this book, all the ones we have done, and also planning our route for tomorrow and confirming the route tomorrow with this book. It is actually extremely helpful, and the illustrations is crazy. Right, now I'm no water expert, but I am not gonna wash up or use this water for much. No, we're even boiling it, but that just doesn't look great. When we was here last time, Jesus, obviously it's all like this over, but literally the water was up to here. But we heard that it's now dried out. And yeah, these guys are pitched. We should be right where our tent was. Our feet is still sore. Still sore. Good news or bad news? The water don't look great at all, it's black.
Is it?
Yeah.
You don't have a bottle opener that could borrow these.
What, sorry?
Do you have a bottle opener that could borrow?
Nah, I've got a lighter though, you could be able to use that. Do you know how to use? Think you do it? You got a bottle with you now?
I can get it if you're confident you can do it, but I've been trying on a rocks with a bit beer, so thank you.
Yeah.
I'll give you a beer for it.
Nah, I don't drink, it's all good though, appreciate it.
I'm excited to see that.
So alright, I'll give it a go. I ain't done it in a while, but I should be alright.
If you don't manage it, then don't worry. Oh, it's all right, honestly. Yeah.
2-6.
If it's going to be a faff, then
I thought I remember just doing it like so easy, but I did have someone showing me how to do it, and I don't have them here now. Fucking hell. Probably want to try on top of that one.
Hello.
Evening.
Hi.
So we've just had dinner, the sun's just set, and we're just taking a quick little stroll over to Middle Dodd. Just so that's one less thing we need to do tomorrow. A few more kilometers down tomorrow. And what was the other reason? Oh yeah, we ain't got our bags, so kind of cheating. Nice and easy. We are 779 meters up, and it's a bit of a chilly, windy one. We said we had a 360 wind protection. I mean, that is true. There is definitely a wall around us, but the wind's finding a way in.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's nice
My
and warm.
body's really warm. It's just my face. So as soon as the stars have come out, I'm gonna go to sleep and tuck my head right under.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
Mm.
I mean, if we prepared for this, gloves, balaclava would have been perfect. But no, it should be another great night.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
Gonna
it.
wake up nice and early and tackle the last, I think it was
Hit
5
the
or
road,
6,
Jack.
and be on the way home.
Yeah.
Okay, catch you in the morning. Hopefully for a better sunrise. This is one here, and then next one's just down here somewhere. Whoa. We had to abandon the camp. It was just way trying to talk and walk in the dark with light in my eyes. Not gonna work. Definitely see the moon over there. We had to abandon camp. The duvet wind was too strong. We thought we had 360 wind protection. We did not. Katrina said she was sleeping, but I'm quite confident I was up for literally 4 hours straight. So probably around 2:30, 3-ish about now. We decided we could have gone straight to the car. We would have had to gone back to Middle Dodd, and then from there back to Patterdale, but decided to keep pushing. We've already just ticked off 2 fells, and I think we got 2 or 3 left, roughly about 6, 7, 8 kilometers left, which we'll do while it's nice and cool, and get back to the car, probably sleep, and then return home tomorrow. We'll see, but I'll keep you updated. It's all downhill from here.
Huh?
It's all downhill from here. I think that's the final one, Katrina.
My lips are cracking.
5:15 in the morning. Not too bad. How you feeling?
Just want to get back to the car now.
And sleep, right?
I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do that.
Who knows? Let's see. I think we got to head away down there. Back to the car. Annoyingly, my watch route finish is here, so we're going to have to kind of freestyle and walk back to the car. What? Whoa! You broke it, Cat. Yeah. You on the phone for a taxi? Huh? Huh?
How far is it?
Like 1 to 3 kilometers.
Tired, but I wouldn't feel this tired if I slept throughout the night. But really enjoyed fell bagging. Can't wait to do it again.
Yeah.
A lot of things learned, like maybe perhaps bring in 2 litres of water. Trying to stick to paths at all times. What else did we learn? Oh, to remember tent stakes. And that I enjoyed a cowboy camp, yeah.
And also didn't enjoy one.
And didn't enjoy one. Well, yeah. I think you didn't enjoy it more than I didn't enjoy it. Yeah, all in all, a fantastic weekend. Thoroughly enjoyed, even if last night was a bit of a shitter.
Alright, that'll be it for this video. We're back at the car, which is a relief. We done 40.81 kilometers, 17, well pretty much 18 hours of walking. That's not fully moving time, but 3,282 meters of incline. I'm pretty sure that's quite similar to what we done on the West Highland Way. So yeah, but I don't know, we're not feeling too tired despite having hardly any sleep, so we're probably gonna drive a bit and then put up somewhere and rest in the car. But hope you enjoyed this video. We'll catch you next time. We're probably gonna be fell bagging some more. Say bye, Kat.
See ya.
See ya. And I just want to see what my watch said for sleeping, and it's got 2 hours and 8 minutes. But that's not sleep, that's nap. I've never seen this before. Normally it'll give me a whole breakdown, REM, awake. Damn.